Can you hear me? Yeah, sorry, I was making sure my stream could hear me. There's like a sip left of this vodka that I cannot finish. Sip. I feel like if I drink that sip, I'm going blackout. Completely blackout drunk. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Can you see my stream right now? Okay. Genuinely speaking, I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. Fuck, I've been playing Siege way too long. I barely remember what I'm doing in here. Fuck. What? Well, it's not even gaming. It's like, again, I've been grinding the fuck out of Siege. So I kind of paused on the. I was streaming for a bit. I played Slimerancher2 for a bit, and then I started. One of my subscribers suggested me that lamb cult game. Do you know what I'm talking about? And then I just completely dropped streaming for some fucking reason. Is that your roomie? It's your uncle. Wait, does your stepmom live with you? Uh, you should give her my socials. I want female friends. Again, I want female friends. She seemed really chill the last call I was in. I genuinely can understand that for most females. I've grown up with I don't know, mostly male brethren, so my shit falls into a lot of gaming. Instead of a lot of gaming instead of just in general. I work every now and then, but I like gaming a lot. I want to game design. I want to make a medieval game. Low key, I want to make a medieval game based on dragons. I want to. When I get a PC, I'm gonna do try and do a bunch of game design. Also do a lot of, I'm gonna go and do some online college courses for veterinary assistants, and then from there go up. Well, imagine the people who don't trust AI, like the older people. But like they're not gonna want AI, so they're gonna want like humans working on their shit. I feel like I could totally work on like an animal confidently without feeling like a piece of shit. I feel like obviously I haven't. That's why I want to do the veterinary assistant. But like every time I've taken care of an animal to my full extent, it's taken like. I don't even say it's taken. I've mostly nursed my animals back to health. I hate leaving a sick animal. Hate it. With every bone in my fucking body, I hate it. Humans, fuck them. Fuck them. They can die on a hospital bed for all I care. Blah, blah, blah. Unless they're a smart nigger, I'm not gonna save them either. No, there is. There is, because there's some of them with a really good business plan, like that one guy. No, listen. There's a guy with the business plan that, like, changes the whole, like, gasoline into, like, or plastic into gasoline. Yeah, that guy, he's really fucking smart. He's decent. He can stay on this planet. He is, like, contributing to society. He is whitewashed. That's the perfect point. Whitewashed black males can stay. They can stay. I feel so fucked for saying that. I feel like nowadays society has made me fucked for saying that. And I mean, I didn't get much rights until a certain point, and I'm not even mad about it. I wish I didn't have those rights. I was like, I'll sit in my little corner. I'll have my opinion, but you can beat me for it. You can change me. Sounds fucked. Sounds fucked. But, yeah. I mean, my parents smacked the shit out of my ass for not listening, so what's the difference? Yeah. Oh. Wait, what? I mean, okay, wait, wait. There's a difference between beaten and abused. I will set that at a fine fucking point for me. Beaten is when you are smacked the shit out of, like, your ass is spanked, your ass is red, and you genuinely fucking hurt, but it is for a good cause. You ain't taking something serious enough, maybe you should beaten the shit out of. Like, genuinely. What? We're holding a spatula? Okay, mate. That is when that is abuse. Again, there is a fine line between you being a shithead and your parents beating the shit out of you. Between you being physically fucking abused and you not being a shithead. Genuinely speaking. Genuinely. And I don't think humans, no. No, I think you were abused, bro. But, like, think about it. The Karens nowadays that go pushing the shit out of, like, people's, like, cameras or go touching people out of random, they didn't get touched in their lifetime. They never got in a fucking fight. Their parents had always told them, oh, don't go picking fights with people. So when they grew up, they thought oh, I'm such a big person, they're not gonna touch me, you know? And then they got touched and then they pressed charges. No. No, that's not how shit works. Sorry, you may think that's how it works. No. No. You... Well, no, if you have a genuine beef with someone, I feel like you should be able to hash it out one-on-one and then be perfectly fine after. Whoever wins, wins. Genuinely, like, that's how I met my best, like, my online brother and best friend. We sat there and we were arguing back and forth between shit, and then one of us finally won that argument, and we were like, maybe you were right. You were right. Like, it finally clicked, and I feel like that's genuinely how people should work. Have the debate. Don't kill each other, you know? Don't sit there and... Ew. I would genuinely be pissed though. Yeah, it's like the whole like you hash your beef out, you have that problem, and then it's done. It's genuinely done. My mom saw me fight with so many people, and she was just like, "You shouldn't be doing that." I'm like, "So you don't care if they were being dumb? You don't care if they were talking shit?" And she's like, "No, I don't." I was like, "I do, I do." I care, mama. I do. They shouldn't be talking this mad shit when they don't know nobody. And I got pulled out of fucking school for it. A lot of times I got pulled out of school for it. My mama... Ew. Oh, my... Yeah, I felt that. I think shitty child is like an understatement for what I was like. What? I feel like I did a lot of shit because I had a lot of shit going on, you know? So I retaliated. I feel like that's what it was. It was like revenge slash retaliation. I'm like a big person about that. Like, you do me wrong, I'm gonna do you wrong 10 times fucking worse. You know? Because to me, I'm not just gonna sit there and do someone wrong right off rip. That's not me. Like a... Like, no point in it. Oh my god, no. My mom, my mom hated my school. I used to go to a private academy, so like my mom would pay for it, and you know how like stuck up and bitchy those schools are, you know? They're private schools, like you weren't supposed to be in them unless you were rich, you know? Um, my mom got with this like my stepdad pretty much, yeah, this is my stepdad. She got with my stepdad. My stepdad had a really good job at the time, and we got into middle school, and I was the most ghetto kid in that fucking middle school. Maybe second worst. There was this... I think this is where my racism comes from, because I was trying to be friends with this little black kid, this little girl, this little black girl. I was like, "So what do you like?" And she was like, "I like being mean." And she straight up grabbed my hair. And I remember this from kindergarten. She grabbed the fuck out of my hair, and I was like, "Alright, yep, I don't like your skin color anymore." I feel bad for saying it, but that was legit it. I was like, dude. And then ever since then, so after that, I tried another black friend in high school, like middle school. Then again, yeah, I did. And no, I've only made maybe A total of 20 black friends. And it's because they're half blacklings, bro. Half black. Genuinely. Yep. 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 I made 2 black girls. Like dark black chicks. Like brown. And I made friends with them. Yes, I went to her hair. Yes. I went to her, like, her house. I was straight up friends with her. And then one day she sat here and was like, "You are so unhygienic." I was like, "Bitch, you're the one who didn't shower while I was at your house." And you're talking about me unhygienic. What are you talking about? And she looked at me and was like, "My mama don't like you." And I was like, "Guess what? I don't like your nigger mama either." We had a full-on... Yeah, no, we had a full-on fist fight on the bus. Yeah. And by the end of it, our bus driver didn't even figure this out. We had a fist fight on the bus, and our bus driver didn't even know. Or she chose to just ignore him. She was really white, too. She was pale white. But... Yeah, no, it was, you live near, like, middle of Cali, right? So, Relinda Prep, do you know where that is? Yeah. I went there. I went there. Oh, God. I went there, and my bus driver straight up, like, I feel like, again, I don't want to say, like, I know because I was a child, but I feel like she made eye contact with me and then looked straight back into that bus mirror, and, and we fought. She did not care. She genuinely did not care. No one cared, in fact. Me and this chick hashed it out in the back 4 seats of this fucking bus, like, back of the bus, near the exit. And I had at one point, was on the floor, and she was sitting here going, "You dumb bitch, why are you attacking me?" I'm like, "You're black! You're black!" I feel bad. I was like, "You're a bitch! You're black! You're a bitch! You're black!" And I was just sitting there being as racist as I fucking could to this girl. I'm not mean. She started it. So low-key, she started it by, like, okay, so I'm really, you can say all you can fucking say. I will lay this down flat. You can say what you can say about me. I don't give a fuck about you who's talking about me. Do not bring my mama into an argument. Do not bring my dad. Or not even my dad, my stepdad. Don't bring my stepdad into an argument. Don't bring my 2 brothers into an argument. Don't do that. If your fight is with me, your fight is with me, and your argument's with me. Don't sit here and bring my family into it. This lady, or this little girl went and sat here and said, was like, "Yeah, my brothers are autistic. I don't give a fuck." She was sitting here going, "Your brothers are so stupid and retarded, they won't even know if a fucking nuke hits them." I was like, "Are you serious right now? You're gonna be bringing war objectives up into my family aspect? You're kidding! You're kidding!" And yeah, it was just on from then on. Yeah, we hashed it out all throughout kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, 4th grade. We were enemies to the T. She was! She thought her daddy had money. She lived at the end of the street with me. Okay, so I don't know if you know Broadway. Do you know where 36th Street is on Broadway? Yes! Okay, that shit is the most, or not the most, because the 2 spots I lived in are like the possible ghettoest spots you can get. So I lived on Broadway, 48th Street, and Del Paso Heights. So you know, I've watched niggas get shot on my doorstep, and it's just a normal occurrence, right? So she literally sat here on the end of Broadway, the 48th Street, and by the time I was at the end of elementary school, so like the 4th grade, 5th grade shit, She was like, oh, I'm still hard shit like you. And we hashed it out. We hashed it out. Right before I hashed it out with my best friend, too. We hashed it out, and I was like, I hate niggers like you, thinking you're so tough and shit when you can't even land a hit. I took this lady to the ground. Again, I had to drop that accent because people used to make fun of me for it. So you know the accent out in like Rolinda? I used to go to like the rodeo and shit with my grandma. I had full on country accent. And as soon as I got into Del Paso, or not Del Paso Heights, I was going to homeschool in Del Paso Heights and I made some friends. They started was like, oh, you sound so stupid, you sound so redneck. And I was like, okay, yep, time to drop that shit. Fuck no. Heck no. Heck no. I started spending time with my stepdad's friends and their kids, and I immediately dropped it. Started talking like a ghetto bitch. And now everybody thinks I'm black. Dumb. But okay. No, no. I hate my country accent. Anytime someone hears it, they point it out, and I'm just like, please don't. I feel like throwing up. It's not my fault. Like, imagine going through your entire middle school experience being told you sound like a fucked up little redneck. Yeah, I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe this ain't the accent for me. At least you don't like me. Maybe. Might not be telling you. I said, at least it didn't change you, at least. Maybe you might not be telling me. And then I laughed all nervously. I saw that one picture you posted on Facebook. The like memory one. And the most recent one. I thought it said like 2020. Hang on. I'm looking. Like links are cute. Do it. Wait, the one with the bow tie in it? I can't find the post. That's crazy. That's why I can't find it. You look really young in that post. Pass. Oh. Cleveland.